Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, welcome to the video session of Cantor Publisher. Students, today we will learn Mathematics 3, Chapter 3, Lecture number 3. For this purpose, you must have these books: textbook for grade 3, workbook, summer pack and resource pack. We will use main content from the textbook and the content relevant to our today's lecture from workbook and summer pack as well. But the resource pack is for the guidance of your parents and teachers. There is complete methodology given in this resource pack that how to teach you through activities and real life examples. It can be downloaded from our official website of Cantor Publisher. Students, now come to the book. Unit number 3, this is about fractions. We know about fractions. In topic 3.1 we have discussed about common fractions. In topic 3.2 we have done equivalent fractions. Now we will discuss in topic 3.3 proper and improper fractions. These are the different types of fractions. In topic 3.4 we will compare different types of fractions, and then in topic 3.5 this is about addition of fractions, and topic 3.6 is about subtraction of fractions. Now come to the today's topic. Our today's topic is proper and improper fractions. In this topic we will discuss only one SLO. SLO means student learning outcomes. We will differentiate between proper and improper fractions. Students, open textbook page number 49, proper fractions. You have to remember and memorize the definition of proper fraction and apply this definition on the given fractions. So what is proper fractions? A fraction, the fraction in which the denominator is greater than the numerator is called proper fractions. So remember, this is numerator, numerator over denominator, numerator over denominator. So if numerator is less than the denominator, then the fraction is proper fraction. If denominator is greater than d for, we can write it n for numerator and d for denominator. So proper fraction will be fraction that will be equal to n over d if, look at this condition, n is less than d, means our d is greater than n. So here 3 by 5. So this is a proper fraction. Look at these figures. So 1 over 3, 1 is less, 3 is greater. So this is proper fraction. Similarly, 5 is less, 6 is greater in this given fraction. So this is a proper fraction. Similarly, 3 by 4 is a proper fraction. So remember this definition and apply the definition on the given fractions. Now look at improper fractions. The fraction in which the denominator is smaller than the numerator is called improper fraction. Or you can say the numerator, this condition, if reverse this condition, your fraction is improper fraction. So your numerator will be greater and denominator will be less. So you can write here for improper fraction, that is equal to n over d if this condition, fulfill this condition, n is greater than d or d is less than n. So n for numerator and d for denominator. So look at this example. This is a whole and this is a 1 over 4. How many total parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 4 parts, this is whole and this one part. 4 plus 1, 5, and then total parts 4. So, we have 5 over 4. This is a improper fraction, or we can write in mixed fraction. If we write it as 1 whole 1 over 4, this object 1 whole, and this one is 1 over 4. When we add this one, we have 1 whole 1 over 4. So, this is equal to 5 over 4. So, 5 over 4 is improper fraction. Remember this definition. 4 fourth 1 whole and 1/4 improper fraction makes 5 over 4, which is an improper fraction. Similarly, 4 over 4 and 3 over 4 makes 7 over 4. So, 7 over 4 is also a improper fractions. This is a improper fraction. In mixed fraction, we can write here like this: 1 whole 3 over 4. This is a mixed fraction. Similarly, students, you have to remember this one. The fraction in which the numerator is greater than the denominator is called the improper fraction. This is the definition which you have to remember and memorize. This definition and this definition you have to remember. Or if n for numerator is greater than denominator, this is for improper. For proper, the numerator is less than denominator. For proper, and this is for improper. Remember these things. Students, now come to the exercise. This is exercise. You have to complete this exercise on your textbook and then send your textbook to your teacher for checking. Look at question number 1. Identify proper and improper fraction and write in the box. So, look here, 3 is less than 8. So, this is a proper fraction. So, look here, 9 is greater than 4. So, this is a improper fraction. Remember these things. Similarly, you can complete other parts of these questions by yourself. Now, come to the next page. These are the other parts you have to complete by yourself. So, 3 over 4 is proper, 1 over 2 is proper, 2 over 3 is proper fraction. Students, now come to the next page. These are word problems. You have to complete these word problems by yourself and send your notebook. Complete these word problems on your notebook and then send your notebooks to your teacher for checking. Look at question number 2. You are taking a time math test. The test is for 1 hour and teacher calls out that 3 over 4 of your time is gone. What type of fraction she calls out? You have to involve in this question and follow the flow chart which we have done in our previous lectures about that how to solve a mathematical word problem. One thing, this flow chart: reading, planning, and then solution. At the end, that is check. So remember this flow chart, read the statement until you understand and then plan how to solve this question and write the given facts and write the facts which you have to find. After that, make a solution and at the end make a check that you have done your question properly. Which type of fraction in this question? 3 over 4. This is a 3 is less than 4. So, this is proper fraction. Now, Nimra distributed 7/8 of her birthday cake among her all friends. Which type of fraction did she distribute? Did she distribute? So, 7/8. This is 7 is less than 8. So, this is proper fraction. Similarly, you can complete question number 4 by yourself. Solve these questions on your notebook and send your notebook to your teacher for checking. Now come to your workbook, page number 52. Complete this activity at your home with your mother like this boy. This boy is asking his mom, can you help me to recognize the type of below fractions? His mom replied, yes, I can help you. Look and listen to me. Look here. How many parts of this object, this circle? There are 8 parts in all. So, how many shaded? 3. All parts in denominator. So, 3 is less than 8. So, this is a proper fraction and this one is improper fraction. So, memorize these definitions. These are also given in your textbook. So, you have to memorize and remember these definitions. The fraction in which the denominator is greater than the numerator is called proper fraction. Improper. The fraction in which the denominator is smaller than the numerator is called improper fraction. So, these are the 2 definitions you have to memorize. Students, now come to the next page. This is example. Solve it by yourself. Part A. Think and shade above circles that shows the fraction 11/8. Then write its type. So, how many parts of each circle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have to shade all the parts of this circle and only 3 parts of this circle. So, you have 1 plus 3/8, that will be equal to 1 whole 3/8. This is a mixed fraction. We can write it in shape of improper fraction. So, this is the improper fraction. So, 11/11 is greater than 8. So, this is improper fraction. Now, look at example number 2. You have to complete this example also. Anoral distributed 2 pizzas among 2 children. She gave 1 full and a half pizza to Laiba, only half pizza to Zafar. Write the type of pizza's fraction which is distributed. How many? Laiba's part of pizza. 1 and 1/2. 1 whole 1/2, and that is, this is mixed fraction and this is improper fraction. Similarly, Zafar's part is 1/2. So, this is called proper fraction. On next page, there is a project. You have to complete this project with your mother at your home. Look here and read the instruction carefully. With the help of your mother, bring oranges or grapes fruits. Peel off the oranges or grapes fruits. Count the slices, then write in fractions. How much oranges or grapefruits you have eaten? Number of slices, total number of slices in oranges or grapefruits. In A, grapefruits or oranges, total slices. Write here and write how many you have eaten and how much oranges or grapefruits your mother have eaten. Write here. So, write the type of fraction of fruits you both have eaten. You have to write the fractions separately. Different types of fractions. At the end, ask your mom to sign here on this line. Students, now come to the practice C. In question 1, choose the correct option. 1/5 is, look here, look at this shape. 1 is less than 5. So, 5 is greater than 1. This is denominator, this is numerator. Which type of fraction is this? Proper fraction. unit fraction. What is unit fraction? Remember, a fraction having numerator is 1, that is called unit fraction. So both and A and B. This is proper also and unit also. So option C is correct. Similarly, choose the correct option from part 2 and 3. And then solve question number 2 and 3. Read the statement of question number 2. Write fraction of shaded parts in the given figures and then identify its type. How many shaded parts? 3. How many total parts? 4. So what is the fraction type? Proper. Similarly, complete other parts of this question. Look at question number 3. In a pizza party, Rustam's friends ate 11/4 part of the pizza. Which type of fraction is showing the eaten pizza and non-eaten pizza? You have to write here. Students, after completing your work, send your workbook to your teacher for checking, and your teacher will sign here on this certificate that which shows that you have done your work properly. Students, what we have done today, let's revise. Our today's topic was proper and improper fractions. In this topic, we have done only one essay load, differentiate between proper and improper fractions. Students, I hope you understand and enjoyed our today's lesson. If you have questions and suggestions, please write us at mathematics@cantorpublisher.com. Thank you very much. Inshallah, we will see in our next class with new lesson. Allah Hafiz.